be presenting about the research I did from Nutrition 100 Honors course. The topic of this presentation is how diets with different minerals will affect bone aging. As you all know, our bones support us and allow us to move and also store minerals which help keep our bones strong, making them very important. My presentation will cover the different types of minerals that affect bone aging, looking specifically for the minerals that are less known but have great effects on the bones. I am going to start off with some definitions. Minerals are substances that are formed naturally on the earth. They're usually solid, inorganic, and formed naturally by geological processes. Some examples of minerals include magnesium, sodium, calcium, and a lot more. Bones are living organs. They're constantly being remodeled, with old bone being removed and new bone being formed. It takes about 10 years for all the bones in the body to be renewed. Bone density refers to how much calcium and other minerals are present in a section of a bone. Bone density is highest between ages 25 and 35, and it goes down as one gets older, resulting in brittle, fragile bones that can break easily. The body keeps using the minerals stored in the bones, leading to bone loss, and so as people age, they need to consume the recommended amounts of supplements to obtain the minerals they need. Osteoporosis is a condition of bone in which the bones become brittle and fragile from loss of tissue. People with or considered at the risk of osteoporosis should ensure that they keep their salt intake below the recommended maximum of 6 grams. The picture shows the differences between the normal bone and the bone with osteoporosis. When viewed under a microscope, holes and spaces in the bone with osteoporosis are much larger than in healthy bone. Osteoporosis bones have lost density or mass and contain abnormal tissue structure. Calcium and vitamin D are proven and well known to most people that they help hardening and strengthening bones and teeth. Calcium not only strengthens bones, but also aids muscle function, transmits nerve impulses, and aids in the healings of cuts and scrapes. Bones store calcium for the blood and cells because every cell in the body requires it. When the body doesn't have enough calcium, it draws from the bones, weakening them. 99% of calcium is stored in the bones, so it is important to regularly obtain a lot of calcium. Vitamin D is also needed for the maintenance of healthy bones and muscles. Our bodies can't absorb calcium properly without vitamin D, which is crucial for bone health. Children who do not get enough vitamin D will get a disease called rickets that causes bone fatigue, bent legs, and other skeletal deformities. You can see in the diagram of how vitamin D is processed in our body. Sunlight converts an inactive form of vitamin D into our skin, circulating form vitamin D3. This is the same form that we take in supplements and through food. Once converted to the D3 form, this vitamin regulates gene expression, impacting a wide variety of health and performance-related variables, including bone health and skeletal muscle performance. Alongside calcium and vitamin D that are well known, there are 2 minerals that do help bone health but do not get much attention. They are magnesium and phosphorus. There are studies showing that the effects of these minerals that help the needs of bone density and the overall bone health. Unlike these minerals, sodium has been found to have negative effects on bone aging. The first mineral is phosphorus. Phosphorus is an essential nutrient in human health and has a variety of physiological roles. These include structural roles, as phosphorus is one of the major components of cell membrane, nucleic acids, and the body's energy production. Phosphorus also works with calcium to help build bones. However, recent studies have found that increasing dietary phosphorus have detrimental effects on bone and mineral metabolism. While phosphorus is an important nutrient for bone health, intake in the U.S. usually exceeds the requirements. This is problematic because excessive dietary phosphorus has been associated with adverse effects on bone and mineral metabolism. A new literature highlighted the effects of high dietary phosphorus burden. It provided an overview of the role of phosphorus in bone health and adverse effects of excess intake. You need right amount of both calcium and phosphorus for bone health, and excessive consumption of the mineral will lead to detrimental effects to the bone. The second mineral is magnesium. Some researchers and nutritionists say that magnesium is more important than calcium in order to maintain healthy bones. It plays an important role for stronger bones. People that consume more magnesium have greater bone mineral density, which helps to reduce the chance of fractures and osteoporosis. Increasing magnesium intake by foods or dietary supplements may aid in the improvement of bone mineral density in older women. In addition, magnesium is also responsible for more than 300 biochemical reactions, all necessary for optimum health. The recommended amount of magnesium is 300 to 500 mg daily, and since magnesium works closely with calcium, it is important to have an appropriate ratio of both minerals in order for them to be effective. A good rule of thumb is a 2-to-1 calcium to magnesium ratio. High sodium intake is a risk factor for osteoporosis because sodium increases calcium excretion. When sodium intake becomes too high, the body gets rid of sodium by urine, taking calcium along with it, which depletes the calcium stores in the body. High levels of calcium in the urine and the inadequate levels of calcium in the body leads to thin bones and osteoporosis. While calcium can not really be added to bone after the teen years, it can continue to follow sodium out of the bone and into the urine lifelong. Therefore, National Osteoporosis Foundation recommends a low-salt diet for bone health. To summarize, while calcium and vitamin D are well known to most people for strengthening bones, magnesium and phosphorus are also found to be helping bone health. The sodium intake was found to be a risk factor for osteoporosis, making the bones more brittle and fragile by taking away the calcium. And these are my references. Thank you.